Yes, go ahead.
With-
So the funny incident, yeah. So we're right now have a wonderful student, and we're doing our speaking mock test together, and she's telling about a funny incident that took place in her life. So, okay. So your friend had bought some jewelry
Yeah, from the lakeside.
from
And-
Lakeside, yes.
Yeah, and the guy who's selling the stones told her that this one is 100% real, and I can show you now. And she's buying the kind of stones which have a special smells, and when you like burn it with a lighter, you will smell that.
Really?
Yeah, and the guy just showed her that it's 100% real.
Yes.
And my friend trusts her. I had trust him.
Yeah.
And he bought it, but the price is so it's much more lower than the market price.
Right.
Yeah. So he just had suspicious of that, and she tested herself and found that was fake.
Oh.
Yeah. And after that, she was really emotional about that. So she told us, I said, let's go, let's battle with the guy, or let's
go fight with him.
Yeah, go fight with him and get our refund.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we went to the shop, and the guy said, okay, you can. It's fake. It's real, but you don't recognize the real thing. But I can refund. It proves that it's not real actually. Yeah, because if it's real, he will keep his word.
Yeah.
But he changed his mind, so get a refund. But yeah, that's the part. And the most interesting and funny part is that after that, my friend, she just said she loved me and wanted to be my girlfriend after that.
Okay.
After fighting for her. Yeah, she fell in love with me. I said, what happened? That's just some
well, friendship.
Yeah.
Acts of friendship. Very good, very good. Well, that is a funny incident. How a person that was you didn't maybe know so well or something that suddenly became a very close friend to you because of an action that you took, and so unexpectedly.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is funny. Tell me, what is the value of laughter in our lives? What is the value of laughter? Laughing.
Laughing.
Is there any value in laughing?
Yeah, of course there is a value of laughing.
What's the value?
What's the value? Maybe I know some scientific experiment have proved that if for people laughing more, you can live for a longer life. Who want to live for we all want the everlasting life, right? So if a laughing can just give some
emotional boost.
Yeah, emotional boost to us.
Very good. Yes. And do you have a favorite comedian?
Favorite comedian is yeah, but it's a Chinese comedian. Yeah, her name is Yang Li, and she is famous at saying some ironic thing against men with male. Yeah. He's just laughing at male. Oh, you guys are losers. Yeah. But you are so confident. Yeah, I love her style.
Right. It's very funny. And so, is she one of the most popular of the Chinese comedians?
Yeah,
yes.
Of course.
Yeah, very good. Yeah. And do people read funny books in China?
I don't think people really reading the real books in China. They maybe just look through their social medias. It's another kind of book. I'm not sure. Yeah.
Why do people tell jokes?
Why do people tell jokes? I think firstly maybe they want to be noticed, and if you tell something funny, maybe people will focus more on you. They will and what's more, I think telling jokes is a kind of style of life. Maybe you might meet something that is not so. Maybe you met some good thing, you get a fake stones. You're I forget the word. Yeah, you might like have something bad in your life, but you can like turn that to a positive power by telling jokes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you just
Mm-hmm.
saying that in an ironic way, and you just like,
Very good. Very
go
good.
away. Yeah, go
All
away
right.
from your life.
You've answered the questions very nicely today, Rita.
Oh,
And
yeah.
so, yeah, about your personal thing, some personal things, and then that cue card question about a funny incident that's taken place in your life, and
Yeah.
then finally some general questions about laughter and humor and comedy and jokes. And so those you answered those very nicely. And so you're fluent. You can speak at length on these subjects, and which is good. And your grammar seems to be very good. And I just detected just a little in your vocabulary. It's not as strong as it could be, so enhancing that by reading more English. Of course, when you read, then you get more vocabulary automatically.
Yeah.
And you also get the context of that vocabulary for
Yeah.
memory. Rather than memorizing a list of words, it's best just to read. And sometimes when you come across a word that you don't know, to look up the meaning of that word and write it down, and also write down some synonyms for that word.
Okay.
And so that way you're expanding your vocabulary. You're seeing how that word is used. You're seeing some similar words, how they could be used also in that sentence. That builds your vocabulary quickly.
Yeah,
Yes.
I know. But my problem is actually that I know many vocabularies, but I can only use them when I'm writing, because when writing I have more time to think. But when speaking, I just forgot one word, and there's no time for me to react for
Right.
for that.
I can understand that, and so I just encourage you when you write those new words and phrases and synonyms down, that you repeat them back into a mirror, and so that helps it stick in your mind to be able to speak it, because you're speaking it into the mirror, is putting it into your mind, and it's easier to bring it back out at another time.
Yeah, okay, got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a good exercise to develop your vocabulary.
Yeah.
So find a good book in English that you would like, a good subject. At Lakeside, there's Mundell Bookstore, the biggest one, and so you can go in there and look until you find a nice English book that you like, and then begin to read it, and just with a notebook, and just jot down some of the words, and then Google up some of the synonyms for that word or phrase, and then speak it into a mirror. And keep that in a notebook where it has your vocabulary notebook, and just from time to time you can go back and do it this week once or twice with each word or phrase, and do it next week again once or twice, and keep building. Yes. Yeah. And so then finally, pronunciation. There was a few words that it was a little hard to understand when you were speaking. Your voice would go down a little bit, so it was.
Maybe I'm not sure of that.
Yeah. And so it was hard to pick up the words sometimes. And so just by keeping your voice going at the same height of strength, that would be valuable.
Got it.
Yeah. Okay, we'll practice again on Monday.
Monday?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, by the way, I also have a question for that, because I can actually got the 6.5 at speaking, but I just tried many times. I cannot get 7. So I don't think I should I don't think I have some problems in like talking to you like we are friends.
Fluency in conversation.
Yeah, but I just cannot reach the standard of 7.
I think you can.
Really?
Yes, I really do. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
But
But it comes with practice and putting your energy. So right now, if I was you, I'd put my energy in reading and writing vocabulary, speaking it back into a mirror, developing your vocabulary strength. Because your fluency is good. You can talk it on length on any subject. Your grammar is good. You can go from tense to tense without any problem. But your vocabulary is not as strong as it could be. And then once your vocabulary gets stronger and everything else is flowing, then you'll speak nice and loudly and clearly with the words. So.
Yeah.
Yes.
And how about my the structure of my sentences? Because
they're fine. That's grammar.
Really?
Yeah.
That's grammar.
Fine. Yes.
Because I found that I always speaking some simple sentences.
Simple sentences.
Yeah.
I thought you had complex sentences as well. Yeah, most of them were simple, but you had some complex as well as you explained things. So it was
Yeah.
good.
And if I'm going to like taking the IELTS test here, can I get the 7 speaking?
That's.
after
I think you can. I don't think
Yeah.
there's any problem with you doing it. Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. Because I actually took like 2 or 3 times
Mm-hmm.
the IELTS test.
IELTS test. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, at China.
Right. Yeah.
And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and it didn't reach the
Okay.
score I
It would
wanted.
generally say in China. I took the test 2 or 3 times in China.
Yeah.
In China. We don't generally say at when it comes to a
Oh
country.
yeah, okay, in China. Yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm. So that would be a grammatical
Yeah,
thing.
mistakes
Yeah.
in my
Yeah.
okay.
So, but otherwise, everything else was correct. And yeah, I just think it's practice, and every time you're building strength. So go from strength to strength, and you'll do fine, Rita. Yeah,
Okay.
good. Any other questions you have?
Yeah, it's about the part 2.
Yes.
Is it like I actually didn't feel that I managed to speak all I want to tell you, and it's like should I when preparing for that, should I write down some like key words?
Yes.
Or
Yes.
yeah.
That's valuable.
So it's a story like kind of broken because there are many pauses.
Yes.
Yeah, when I'm telling this. So does it sound like just the story is broken and
Well, we had some interference too, so I wouldn't count all that. So otherwise, I think you're fine. You just need practicing with it. So practice.
Okay.
This becomes smoother and smoother and smoother.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you're doing great.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe.
Great. Well, I'm looking forward to spending more time on Monday, and yeah, that's when
Oh,
the
yeah.
next. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and between now and then, I want you. My homework is for you to buy a nice English book of a subject of your choice. That you
What would you recommend the English book? Because I actually didn't watch the English books, and actually I went to the bookstore twice around the lakeside.
Lakeside, yes.
Yeah, and I just cannot tell which is good, which is yeah.
Well, so Google up New York Times best-selling books.
Best-selling.
That's
Oh,
right. New York Times
First,
bestsellers. New York Times bestsellers.
Okay.
So you can look it up right now, and then you can short list some of those books you think might be of interest to you. Say there's 4 or 5 books out of the top 20 books that you're interested in. Then you go to Mandala Bookstore and ask them, could I see these books, please? Could you show me these books? And then you open them up, you look at the introduction, you look at the conclusion, you look at the body of it, and you choose one of them that you think you would like to read. And
oh, wow.
So that's the simple process.
Oh yeah, but when like reading a book, because I can only read a book at one time, my question is that what if I only got the words and the vocabularies and the like the sentences just in this area, like this book, in this book, but I didn't got the vocabularies and the knowledge like in another area.
That's right. So subject by subject, of course, will have different vocabulary, and so that comes from reading a variety of books. Then you get garner. Yeah. So
Right.
one book doesn't generally give you everything in the world. So the world's too big, and so there's too many subjects. And,
True.
And so you find something. To me, is finding something that's of interest to you, and that could have a good range of vocabulary in it. And then that way that you're enjoying your reading, you're learning as you're reading, you're practicing that as you're reading, and so it's fun for you. It's not just work; it's fun, and you're actually building your vocabulary strength.
Yeah, Do you really reading these books like up
Mhm.
there?
Mhm.
Start with.
Yeah, I mean, some of Seven Habits I've read, and Think and Grow Rich,
Uh,
Himalaya.
Himalaya?
Yeah, that's about the history of Nepal. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, in this region. Energize, I just started that one. Smartest Kids I read in the world.
Smartest kid?
This one, Smartest Kids in the World. It's about students in Korea and Poland and Finland, I think. And so how they score so high on their exams, and
Oh.
so it's
Well, so it's about like education or?
yeah, it's about education.
Okay.
So I have four kids that I'm educating, so so I'm trying to get all the tips I can.
Okay.
Yeah.
You need the knowledge of education.
That's right. And then this one I read is about one climber, and an accident that happened in the mountains was a storm, and many people died during that
Oh
time.
my God.
This one, Power of Habit, I've read how to improve your habits. Inspire your audience, public speaking, I've read part of that. Atomic Habits, another one I've read.
Atomic what?
Habits.
Oh,
Yeah,
atomic
small
habits.
habits.
Oh, small habits.
They're the big things.
Oh,
So yeah.
wow. This is big.
That's a very good one. And How to Make Your Kid a Money Genius.
That's always education. Okay.
And then this one I've read, The Song of the Cell. It's about how our human body, all the different reactions that take place from cell to cell and within the cell, and it's a scientific reading basically.
Yeah.
I was a biology major, so that
Oh,
takes
you're
a
a biology major?
Yeah, so that's of interest to me. I was a biologist at one time.
Oh, so you just like this is a part-time job or a full-time job?
This is my business. And so,
your business. Oh, you're co-founders, right?
Yes,
Okay.
right, yeah. And so, so I switched fields from biology. My father had a drinking problem, and so he was an alcoholic, and so I felt it was important to spend time with him. So I left my career, came back. My father was a contractor, construction, and so I joined him. I set up a sister business like his to do certain waterproofing buildings, and so sometimes we worked on the same sites and same things together, and so it gave me a chance to talk with him, spend time with him, and took 4 years. But my father stopped drinking completely, and so he was fine then. So. And then I started travel. By then, biology, I enjoy biology, but I enjoyed contracting too. And then I just started exploring, and I found out that in India you could set up a medical tourism business to bring medical patients from different parts of the world there. And so because they have a vast number of really good facilities, and Indian doctors are world famous, and many of them trained in the U.S. and U.K. and English speaking, and so set up 19 years ago, set up a medical tourism business in India, bringing medical patients from all over the world for treatment to India. And so then after the earthquake, then here in Nepal, we decided we were coming here for vacation from India, and to Pokhara and trekking and going all around this area. So when the earthquake took place, then we decided to shift up from Mumbai. We were living in Mumbai, and shift from Mumbai to Pokhara. And so we just had another baby, and so it just seemed to be a more relaxed place. And we could set up an English training center, was valuable for students, teachers, manpower, international organizations, everything helping increase the English levels. So we've done all kinds of work in English training.
Wow.
So it's good questions.
Big business. But I'm curious about love biology because I actually want to like change my not my major, but like my career going to the biomedical.
Biomedical, it's a big growing field, and
especially after the academic.
It is an important field.
And what's more, it have a like lower requirement at languages because I can do the statistic things.
Right.
And I don't have to write a huge number of like essays.
Okay. And so is it easy to go from your background to going into biomedical? Is it
No, actually, it's more hard.
Yes, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
So jumping from social sciences to hard sciences.
Yeah, it takes more effort, but I think from my perspective, it's like better career.
Yeah, opportunities.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, I encourage you to pursue your dream because that's where happiness is. Yeah. Yeah. So good talking with you today. And looking forward to visiting more on Monday. If you could send in the next student, that would be great.
What?
The next student, just let them know I'm free now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. By the way, who's the next student?
Okay, so yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm speaking to the audience here. Okay. So we just encourage you here at Beyond to come in to give a call to our office at the number listed on your screen, and just ask us any questions regarding the process here, and we're happy to entertain you and answer your questions. And we encourage you to come into our office here at Chipli Dunga in Pokhara, Nepal, and begin the process. Meet our director, Mr. Suresh Singh, and he'll provide all the information for you and get you started. He's here. Guys, how are you? Good to see you. Sumita.
Yeah, you remember my name.
And your good name? Anissa. Nice to meet you, Anissa. And my name is What do you like to hear about Craig Phillips? Does she like you? Your daughter? Okay, great. Well, we're happy to train her, get her ready to take off. Okay, come, Sumita.
Ai bảo nó sọc đi đi.
Alright, somebody open those. I'm becoming very strong in English. Oh, there he comes, there he comes. Come on, I'm becoming very strong in English. I'm becoming very strong in English. A little better, let's take it to the top. I'm becoming very strong in English. I'm becoming very strong in English. Shabash, good job. Do yourselves again. Johnny Kalani, come on. All right, let's do it. Sing it together. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. Oh, what a beautiful day. I've got a wonderful feeling. I've got a wonderful feeling. Everything's going my way. Everything's going my way. Yes, let's everybody get your hands up in the air. Come on, come on, come on. Look up in the sky, see the clouds, see the sunshine, see the birds, see the rainbows. Come on. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. Oh, what a beautiful day. I've got a wonderful feeling. I've got a wonderful feeling. Everything's going my way. Everything's going my way. Shabash, good job. All right, let's do it. Hey, body soldiers. All right. Do your ears hang low? Do your ears hang low? Do they wobble to and fro? Do they wobble to and fro? Can you tie them in a knot? Can you tie them in a knot? Can you tie them in a bow? Can you tie them in a bow? Can you throw them over your shoulder? Can you throw them over your shoulder? Like a brave Polly soldier. Like a brave Polly soldier. Do your ears hang low? Do your ears hang low? Let's speed it up a little bit. Do your ears hang low? Do your ears hang low? Do they wobble to and fro? Do they wobble to and fro? Can you Come on, get those hands on your ears. Come on. Do your ears hang low? Do your ears hang low? Do they wobble to and fro? Do they wobble to and fro? Can you tie them in a knot? Can you tie them in a knot? Can you tie them in a bow? Can you tie them in a bow? Can you throw them over your shoulder? Can you throw them over your shoulder? Like a brave Nepali soldier? Like a brave Nepali soldier? Do your ears hang low? Do your ears hang low? All right, let's do it super fast this time. Everybody grab your ears. Do your ears hang low? Do they wobble to and fro? Do they wobble to and fro? Can you tie them in a knot? Can you tie them in a bow? Can you throw them over your shoulder? Like a brave Nepali soldier? Do your ears hang low? All right, welcome. All right, what happened? What's the largest city in the United States? New York City. What's the nickname for New York City? The Big Apple. New York City. All right, what's the second largest city in the United States? Los Angeles, also called LA, right? Los Angeles. Okay, what's the third largest city? Chicago. What happened in Chicago in 1873? Fire, the Great Chicago Fire that burned up the city. How did it happen? There was an old lady, Mrs. O'Leary, and she had a lantern, and she put it in the shed. She milked her cow. She left the lantern there, went out with the milk. The cow kicked the lantern over it into the hay, and the city's gone. And so, let's sing that song, okay? Everybody ready? Yes. All right, give some action. Late last night when we were all in bed. Old Lady Leary left the lantern in the shed. The cow kicked it over, she winked her eye and said, be a hot time in the old town tonight. Fire, fire, fire! All right, let's do it a little faster this time. Late last night when we were all in bed. Old lady left the lantern in the shed. The cow kicked it over, she winked her eye and said, be a hot time in the old town tonight. Fire, fire, fire! All right, let's do it super fast this time. Late last night when we were all in bed. Old lady left the lantern in the shed. The cow kicked it over, she winked her eye and said, be a hot time in the old town tonight. Fire, fire, fire! So we're improving our English every day. And we do it by talking, singing, listening, reading, writing English every day. And so that helps us to think in English. The more activities that we do in English, the more we think in English. And more, you have your native tongue, which is like Nepali or Mandarin. But more and more, your English is developing as your second language, stronger and stronger and stronger towards meeting you're trying to get it up to the point of almost, it's a little hard unless you're learning them together. To get them exactly together. But if you're trying to get it, push it up to first language status, all right? So we're working hard for that, getting our English up. And so every day. And so that means activities in the morning in English, coming for class. That means reading your book and your backpack. You pull your book out and read and write some. You know, I try to read every morning, read in the afternoon, read in the evening, read in the nighttime. And so why do I do that? Because I'm gaining knowledge all the time, right? So if you do it in English, you're building your vocabulary, your grammar, your spelling, and your general knowledge. And so again, going to the bookstore, buying books that interest you, books that you would enjoy reading, taking time to pull them out and open it up, read some new phrases, new words, write them down, and write down some synonyms. What's a synonym? Words that are the same. Synonym, same. Words that are the same meaning. And so write down some synonyms or phrases that mean the same thing. What you're doing is expanding your vocabulary. And then speak that back into a mirror. And so if the word is precisely, you speak into the word, this is precisely what I was meaning. And so then you look at other words that mean, what's another word for precisely? Exactly. All right, so this was exactly what I was meaning. What's another word for that? Just what I was meaning. And so you're building your what? Vocabulary. And so the more that you build your vocabulary, the easier it is to understand your professor when they speak in your classes, to understand their instructions, to understand their explanations. And so you can understand more and more as you build your vocabulary. The less your vocabulary, the less your understanding. The more your vocabulary, the more your understanding. And so that's why it's so important to build your vocabulary. How? Every day, building vocabulary. And so again, the major way to do that is get a good book that you enjoy reading and begin reading it and jotting down in a notebook that holds your vocabulary of English words and just building on that and speaking that back into a mirror and writing synonyms, other words that mean or phrases that mean the same thing. All right, so this is so powerful for you. And you want to become Shakti. You want to become powerful in English because this is like a ticket for you to the world. English is the what? The Antarashtriya Bhasha, the international language. And so being able to speak English clearly, understand what other people are saying in English, being able to read and understand what the writing means, and being able to write understandably to others. These things are valuable life skills at this point in time because English is the international language. The stronger you become in English, the stronger your opportunities become in your life. The stronger you become in what? English today. I mean, it may be Mandarin in the future, or Hindi in the future, whatever it might be, as these other languages grow too internationally. But currently, English is the international language, and so it's. How did English become the international language? Any idea? Anybody heard of the British Empire?
Yes.
Okay. What did the British Empire do? They found valuable properties all around the world. They took them over and they developed them, and like India and South Africa and other countries. So these, first the U.S. was British, and so that's how English came to the U.S. That's how English came to South Africa. That's how English came to Australia, and all over the world. And so because it spread out all over the world, it became the international language, and now that's so valuable for us today to be able to communicate well. Remember, communication is the basis for your future, because if you can't communicate well, then you're going to have difficulty in your jobs. Just the director of Sailways, Sailways departmental store here in Pokhara, Kathmandu, that Sailways, the director called and said, can you help me that I can't understand my superiors sending messages and emails to me in English, and I don't know exactly what they mean, and I don't know exactly how I'm supposed to respond back in English. I don't know exactly how to do that. Can you help me with that? And so, again, he needs to be able to communicate in English, to understand what other people are writing to him, and then be able to write back to them. This is a valuable skill today. And you want to be a leader in your field, then you want a good job, a good career, a good business, whatever it is that you need to keep developing your English. Bio, do you understand what I'm saying to you? So it's so important, so important. Start listening more to the English songs, start watching more English videos and things, and so trying to increase that. You're going to be, again, in an environment in the United States where you're 24/7, it's going to be English. And so you want to be able to start moving into the English arena to where at nighttime, you've got so much English going in that you're dreaming in English. Oh, hi, honey, how are you? And so that's going to be valuable for you when you start. It's so into your subconscious that you're dreaming in English. Awesome. Please have seats. So we're excited to be able to give you life skills that will be valuable for your full life, starting with your studies. We're talking about our emotional health. And I think you watched my wife in the film or listened to her live in one of her presentations on how to maintain emotional health. That our emotional health is like what does she say? A plant. And so you take care of a plant, your plant that you have in your room. What do you do for your plant? You water it. Make sure it gets good sunlight. You prune it, you take good care of it. Same thing with our emotional health. We want to take care of it. And so make sure that we're emotionally strong. And so, why do we need to be emotionally strong? What happens in our life? Does everything happen as expected? Oh, everything's smooth all my life. Is that what happens? Everything is smooth all of our life? There are what? Ups and downs. There are times where you're not in a good mood maybe, and other people around you're not in a good mood, and you make a mistake, and they make mistakes, and there's a lot of disappointments and discouragements, and wow, then you're hit with it. Oh, I feel so bad. All right, so the stronger that we build ourselves up emotionally, the stronger we build ourselves up emotionally, the stronger we are able to handle those situations. All right? So right now we're getting ready to go for our interviews. And so we have to be emotionally strong for our interview. If we go up there, officer, okay. You're not gonna pass the interview. You want to be confident and strong and go up there emotionally strong and feeling good and address the officer very nicely. All right, let's hear it from you all. Good morning, officer.
Good morning, officer.
Good afternoon, officer.
Good afternoon, officer.
All right, I want you to turn your head a little bit like, good afternoon, officer.
Good afternoon, officer.
Good afternoon, officer.
Good afternoon, officer.
All right, so what you're doing here is developing a nice style and confidence as you go up. And so you're going to be very confident. Again, emotional health is built on the platform that I've been talking about of staying healthy physically. And so, when I do my morning exercise, when I go for my bicycling and running and swimming and weight training and football and different things in the mornings, how do I feel after that? I'm a little tired physically, but what about my mental state? How do I feel? You think I feel, no, I feel charged up. I feel good. And so the exercise actually puts those happy chemicals into our bloodstream that make us feel good. And so that when we do exercise in the morning, it helps us start our day out great. And so, and you can do exercise all day long in different periods, and in the evening, it's all fantastic. It's all building your emotional strength. Again, we talked about, apart from that, with diet, with sleep, it's hard, it is very hard if you don't get enough sleep to be emotionally strong. Your brain just doesn't have time to recover. And so your brain needs time for what? Recovery. We're not meant to be awake all the time or for long, long lengths of time. People that do that die. They can't take it. And so the human body is meant, originally, anyhow, to when the sun goes down, we get sleepy and we go to sleep. And then when the sun rises in the morning, we wake up and we start our work. And so that's how our brain and everything functions generally. And so, but if we keep pushing it, we got lights, we got screens, we got everything. I'm going to stay up till 2 in the morning, and then I try to get up at 6 in the morning, and so we just can't think clearly, and it's just going to be detrimental to our physical health. We get sickness more easily, colds and coughs and things if we overdo wake time. We need sleep time, recovery time. And then, so that helps us with our emotional health as well. The exercise, emotional health, eating right, of course, as we shared, and then pursuing your hobbies. The people that come to me that they have panic attacks or depressive spells or whatever, I ask them one thing: write me down a list of everything that where you don't feel panicky, you don't feel depressed about it, you like doing it, you love doing it. Write me a list of that. They write down, I love to play football, I never feel panic attack while I'm playing football, I never feel panic attack when I'm doing this, I never feel depressed when I'm doing this, and so on. Make a list of things that refresh you and relax you and make you feel good. Make a list of those things and see that every day you're getting some of those things on your list in your daily schedule. And then in a week, get as many of those different things as you can in your week. Build them into your what? Schedule. That helps you maintain that emotional health that will be valuable for you. Okay? And then, I grew up in an atmosphere where my dad's drinking and we had a lot of problems, I got 3 younger brothers, and we're trying to navigate. Mom has to work all the time because Dad's not able to keep going, and because of the alcohol, and so it was a little bit rough, and so that put a drain on me. But at the same time that God gave me an extra strength during that time to be able to face those issues. And I learned at an early age that playing sports and having good friends and things helped me deal with my father's alcoholism and the situation in our family. And so I used those hobbies, those sports, the physical exercise, friendships, socialization to help me come through that difficulty. And then, as I shared with many of you, that at a certain time in my life that God helped me to change, that it helped my father to change, and God answered my prayers. And so then, when you get all those stones that are weighting you down, you get them thrown off, you can really sail. It feels good to be sailing in my life, You'll feel good when you're sailing. And so these things are so valuable to keep emotionally healthy, good socialization. I got such good friends. They call me, they keep track of me, they pray for me, they write me notes of encouragement, they tell me about books they've read, they give me books, they share about movies they've watched, and they're all the time doing good things. And I got one of the best friends right here, Mr. Craig. So we try to spend time as much as we can every week and encouraging each other, and it's just too good, a valuable time. And so I encourage you to make good friends, and AA, Alcoholics Anonymous, that organization that helps people to stop drinking, that they have a saying: stick with the what? Winners. Stick with the winners. So find and make good friendships, and those friendships you'll find will be so valuable in helping your emotional health and all other aspects of your life. All right, let's practice a little bit with our interview practice, and I want you guys. I know you're super confident. You're getting more and more confident, and you're going to be able to do a great job in your interviews, and so it's just practicing and doing a good job. All right, let's go ahead and start a little bit. Rupesh, okay, please stand up. I'm going to go around and start asking questions as I go. Rupesh, please tell me, what is your purpose in traveling to the United States?
So I'm trying to pursue my master's degree in Washington University of Science and Technology, at the major of the Master of Information Technology. So that's what I'm trying to do.
Okay. All right. Let's work a little bit on your. First of all, keep your head straight up when you speak, like that. Yes. And let's see the smile. Okay. And with teeth.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So there's one thing about a smile, but there's even more when they see your teeth. Okay. You don't have to go. but a good smile is going to be valuable. With showing your what? Teeth. All right. Just enough to show your teeth. So, Rupesh, I want to see your teeth. All right. Yeah, good. All right. Good. Okay. So you're coming up, and I'm asking you, and I'm speaking to you. Let me start it again. Rupesh, what is your purpose? Listen carefully. Okay. What is your purpose in traveling to the United States?
So I'm trying to pursue my master's degree.
Not trying.
I'm pursuing my master's degree in the United States.
United States. All right. A lot of you are just saying United States. Is that correct? United States has an S on it, right? United States. All right. It's one is a state. The state of Texas, the state of Arkansas, the state of Missouri, whatever. But you have 50 states, right? 50 states in the U.S. and they are united. And so they are the United what? States. States. Okay. Mm-hmm. Well, tell me, what is your purpose in traveling to the United States?
So I'm pursuing a master's in information technology at Washington.
Okay, a little bit more slowly, please.
I'm pursuing my master's degree in Washington University of Science and Technology in a major of information technology. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, very good. All right, so that's nice. So Rupesh, please have a seat. Give him a hand. Good job. Yeah, please stand up. Yeah. Please tell me, why aren't you studying in Nepal? Why don't you do seeking your further studies in Nepal?
The first things that
Listen.
the things that I getting in the United States, that practical approach of learning and that advanced education and that reputed degree that are not available in Nepal, and the course curriculum of United States and Nepal is simply masters, so that's why I choose United States over my own.
Okay. And you might add again, when you go into the United States, as we mentioned before, it has considered to be the highest level of education in every major subject. If you're going to study Sanskrit, you go to India. You go to study Confucianism, you go to China. If you study Italian art, you go to Italy. Those are specialty subjects. But if you're studying any major subject worldwide, the best place in the world, generally, you're going to get most of the textbooks are written in the United States, and more international students, international professors, everybody in the United States. And so you've got the most resources available in the United States currently. And so that makes it the ideal place for study. So you want to bring that out when they talk about why Nepal, why are you going to the U.S. investing so much money. The United States offers the strongest program in computer science. In computer science, by far, the United States has the strongest programs. Okay, great. Give it Vivas, please tell me, have you ever visited the United States before? Yeah. Why do you want to visit the United States now? Yeah. Okay, and you always want to give your major. When you're trying to give your purpose, again, you always want to say, I'm pursuing my bachelor's degree or master's degree in psychology at a certain university or whatever major you have. So what degree it is, bachelor's or master's or PhD, that your bachelor's or master's in which subject at which university. Okay? All right. Let's talk again. Why do you want to visit the United States now?
So I want to pursue my bachelor's degree in United States.
In the United States. We say, generally for a country, we don't say at Germany or at Australia or at Nepal. We say in Germany, in the United States, in Nepal. Okay? Go ahead.
In the States for the major of economics.
Okay, very good. Give us a hand. Please tell us, tell me, have you ever been denied a visa before? What happened?
Well, I was a bit nervous.
Listen.
I was a bit nervous and I planned to sit the answer. And I was not confident. That's the reason.
Okay, so you want to say it this time with a lot of confidence, okay? If you're not confident before, they're going to be eyeing you to see that is this guy really confident or not. And so, all right, so you want to be bubbling with confidence. Bubbling with confidence, okay? That, in other words, officer, I was really lacking in confidence last time. Okay, let's say it together. Officer, I was really lacking in confidence last time, but now I'm fully confident. And he'll ask you, what have you done to change it, to get your confidence? I've been taking additional classes with Beyond Education with American trainers to be confident and to be fully prepared for my studies in the United States. It's not just your confidence, but also to be what? Fully prepared for my studies in the United States. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get you emotionally strong, mentally strong, everything strong, so you're ready, fully prepared for your studies in the United States. All right, give something. Good. Please, Rita, please stand up. Yeah. Rita, please tell me that why do you want to travel to the United States?
I'm actually pursuing my master's degree at the University of Chicago.
Chicago, in which subject?
I'm majoring in sociology.
Sociology, okay. And so, tell me about your academic background.
Oh, yeah.
Listen.
My academic background, you mean like my bachelor's degree? Yeah, At the bachelor degree, I majored in Chinese literature and a minor in economics. But for the further study, I would like to study sociology.
Sociology. Why do you want to study sociology?
Because first of all, I actually read the books related to sociology. I find this really interesting.
Such as?
Such as there's a book it's focusing on the source part of Asia, and it's talking about white people in Thailand. They go into some high mountains to live, and they just live the modern life. They choose to the name of the book. It should be the art of not being government, not under the government.
Not being governed.
Yeah, not being governed. Yeah, it's talking about why they go to the mountain areas and they live the convenient modern life, and they just choose to have a more more traditional or more rural life. Yeah, and I think this kind of studies really attracts me. Yeah.
Okay. Very good. All right, here I am. All right, so please tell us that have you ever been denied a visa to the United States before? And have you ever traveled to the United States before?
No.
Do you have any family or relatives living in the United States?
No, I don't have any family or friends in the United States of America.
Do you have any romantic relationships with anyone in the United States?
No.
Why are you laughing? I'm asking a serious question. She's making fun of you. Okay. Have you ever committed any crimes or been convicted of any crimes? All right. Ruthie, how will you make your university a better place in the United States? Listen, listen. How will you make your university a better place? Yes. Okay. How would we make our university a better place? Please tell us how we can make our university. Listen, Ruby, you're new, so some of you are like your first, second time here. So go ahead, Snoop. Tell us how we can make our university a better place. Yay!
To make a university a better place, we should be I will be an ideal model student to other student too, and I will follow the visa rules, and I will my academic result I will make it great, and also I will stay away from the negative things.
Okay, all right, very good. I think you need to work on that one too. Okay, so what we want to do is portray that we are going to take our studies seriously. Officer, I'm taking my studies seriously. I intend to be a model student, a good example for everyone. I plan to be helpful to my fellow students and to my professors. I plan to engage myself in good activities on campus relating to my major and my interests, and I will stay away from all negative activities, and I will abide by the visa rules. Okay, got it? Okay, all right, Ruby, give her a hand. Sydney, please tell us, what is your career goal?
My career goal is to become skill knowledgeable and certified accounting and look over after our family's businesses in Nepal.
Okay, very good. What is your family business?
My father owned a major grain company, my mother owned a grocery shop, and my in-laws own a restaurant.
Okay, and how do you see yourself helping them in the future?
I see myself helping them as accounting, looking over all the strategies of all the businesses.
Okay, all right, good job. Very nice. Kira. Excuse me. Yes. Okay, so just one more. Didn't that happen yesterday? Was it a Shira last time? Okay, Supreme, please tell me, have you ever been denied a visa to the United States before? What happened?
Officer, during my last attempt, I was nervous and I was not confident. But like this time, I have overcome my weakness. Is I have taken additional classes from the American trainers in beyond education
Okay.
to be well prepared for my straight in the United
Okay,
States.
so we're going to practice to become super confident on that. Officer, I was nervous that last time. Officer, I was nervous last time. Bonus. Officer, I was nervous last time. But now I'm fully confident and ready for my studies. But now I'm fully confident and ready for my studies. He's going to ask you then, what's his next question is, what happened between then and now? And you say, I've been very loud and strong. I've been taking additional classes. Bonus. I've been taking additional classes at Beyond Education.
Beyond Education.
With American trainers.
With American trainers.
American trainers. To be fully prepared for my studies in the United States. All right. Who'll be your sponsor? Okay, great. And what do your parents do?
My father has worked in Africa for years. Now he has been back in Moscow because I visited the university also. And my mom owns a small shop where she sells our homemade things like pickles and little clothes and flowers. By which she generated our university job.
Okay. All right, so let's go over a little bit. That's good. Give him a share. So, again, yeah, I know we're being super honest. I appreciate that. I know we're being modest. We don't want to try to make things big about ourselves. But in their interview, we need to try to use vocabulary that enhances. I'm not telling you to tell a lie, but you want to enhance your answer. And how do you do that? By, okay, your father owns some vehicles, all right? Instead of just owning vehicles, my father has a transportation company, okay? That sounds like, okay, it could be a really big business. So, anyhow, in which he generates transportation company in which he generates such and such, okay? And then, all right, and my mother has a retail grocery business, retail food business, something that you're going to make it sound bigger than just, they think manufacturing pickles, I'm not going to make so many rupees out of pickles, So again, but retail, grocery, retail food supply, those type of things are make it sound big, all right? And so he can better believe you if you say that. And so I'm not doubting what you say, but I'm saying he might doubt what you say. And so does everyone understand what I'm saying? Your father owns some vehicles, okay? You have a what? Transportation. My mother has a transportation business that generates such and such. My mother has a retail business that generates such and such. My uncle has such and such, and whatever. My brother, da 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 da. And so you don't. My father's. You won't say a security guard, but my father's been working in security, and so you make it working in security, all right? Or my father's working in supervision in security, and so something that make it a little bit. All right, we're running out of time, and so I'll make it really quick. Alina, please tell me that I'm going to go around rapid fire round. Please tell me that what are you going to do after you complete your education? What are you going to do after you complete your studies in the United States?
After completing my bachelor's degree in psychology, I will come back to the lab and utilize all the skills and knowledge that I gained from US. Then after that, I'll be working as a psychologist in a very well-known psychiatric hospital in my hometown. And I'll be opening a clinic so that I can provide different type of therapy, different type of comprehensive care, and so that I can provide holistic care to the patients.
Very good. All right. Good. Please, Anushka, please tell me. Everything looks good on your application, but somehow, Anushka, that I feel like I'm going to deny your visa.
So I'm academically prepared.
No. Officer, I'm confident.
Officer, I'm confident that you will grant me a visa.
You grant my visa.
You will grant me my visa. I'm academically prepared, but if there is any problem in my document,
If there is a problem. Again, we want to make that down. Any reason for him to reject our visa, we want to reduce it down to the smallest little point. And if there is a problem, officer, I will what? Correct that immediately. If there is a problem, I will correct that immediately and reapply for my studies in the United States. All right. So he sees your the officer sees your confidence and sees your laksha, your goal to get your degree in the United States. Okay. Very good. Seema, please tell us. Have you ever been denied a visa before? What happened? Nice and loud. Say it nice and loud.
Often was because I feel nervousness when I suddenly sit a new person there as a visa officer, and also because of lack of confidence. To overcome my lack of confidence and nervousness, I have been taking additional classes with American trainers in Beard Consultancy. Also, I have been working as receptionist in audiovisual consultancy to overcome my confidence and communication level, speaking, and nervousness.
Okay, very good. All right, good. Okay, so that's good explanation. And I'd say it with a lot more boldness, okay? Like you're going to get a lioness coming out the rock. Seema the lioness. Okay. All right, Malati, please tell me about your academic background.
I have graduated from my school in science faculty with the GPA of 2.8.
Okay, great. Your hand. Please tell me that you're going to be studying a long way from home. Homesickness can come. You can miss your family. What are you going to do when that happens?
I will use social media and connect with my family.
Yeah.
And I will make communications, which is usually culture and
How can you adjust to the situation? Okay, give her a hand. All right, Rose, please tell us how are you going to use your free time while you're in the United States?
Free time I will spend my time with my friends, and I will visit library, museum, and I will do extracurricular activities in my university.
Okay, very good. All right, give her a hand. Again, try as much as possible to keep your hands away from your face, because that doesn't exude confidence, okay? So she was having a cough or something, but Rose, I know you're just getting over some cough or cold. Remember, take your vitamin C every day, take your zinc every day, keep your immune system strong, and so that you don't have to... I hope you can understand what I'm trying to say. Yes, so, okay, Simran, please tell me that you're going to be in a full English-speaking environment. How are you going to adjust to this? I can't hear it.
Officer, that I'm academically officer, that Can you repeat the question, please?
Yes, you're going to be in a full English environment. How are you going to adjust to this? Okay, all right. Remember how to answer this? That officer, I've been studying in English-speaking schools for the past 12 years. My English proficiency test was IELTS, and I scored 8.5. And I've been taking additional classes.
To be fully prepared for my studies in the United States.
Very good, sir. Your hand. Please tell us that that's very culturally different in the United States. How are you going to adjust to the cultural differences?
Sure, I will try to make American friends and try to hang out with them in the weekends.
Okay, you're doing try. Avoid this word try in your conversations, okay? Number one, that visa officer thinks they're not so common. You're just going to try. They're not going to make friends. You're just going to try. You're going to what? I'm not going to try. I'm going to make friends. I'm going to. Yes. All right. So yeah. And so same thing when you put it in your job okay, listen, I know we're getting this along. But it's when you put in your job application or things like that, it's not I'm going to try to do a good job. I'm going to what? Do a good job. All right? And so you make them believe that, okay, make me believe it, okay? Not just you're going to try. Go ahead, Smithy. Listen. Get the ideas when you what? Listen, you what? Learn. If you don't listen, what happens? Learn. You know, the guy in the army, you know, he's training. You know, that there's two guys. One are listening very carefully, taking notes and listening very carefully. And so at nighttime, he's going back to his notes, checking them. Other guys, you know, he's looking out the window at some girl and he's, you know, thinking about this and that. He's on there listening, and at nighttime he's playing cards and he's having a good time. And then the war comes, boom, bam, boom, and one guy's running, boom, and the other guy's don't be the what do I do kind of guy. All right, be prepared. So you go ahead.
I will make American friends and hang out with them, and also I will join in events of university.
Yes. Okay. All right. Okay. Please. You're going to be trying to get your visa to join your husband. Okay. All right. So, what exactly do you want to travel to the United States at this time? Listen. You may be going to join your wife in the United States.
Since I haven't met, it's a long time I haven't met him, and that's why I'm missing him, and I just want to meet him. And his birthday is May 31st, and I just want to celebrate his birthday. That's why I want to go there.
Okay. Honey, you got the visa. Good. All right. Sakila, please. You know that sometimes the studies are very rigorous. The subjects are very difficult. And sometimes our grades are starting to go down in different subjects and we don't know what to do. What will you do if that happens? Listen.
Well, so I will connect with my professors, and I will ask my friends, yes, and I will consult with international counselor there, and that's how I will maintain my academic.
Okay, good, that's good. And so again, consulting with seniors that have already taken these courses. Yes. They're consulting with seniors, consulting with your professors. You know, I have some difficulty in this subject. You know, getting tutors. Again, you get free tutors for every subject at your university. Free tutors to help you with different subjects. So you can get them from your department, you can get them from International Student Services, but you're going to have enough help if you're struggling with different subjects. We should about that. And so, yes, you do. And so if you're struggling with different subjects, again, go and get tutors, and then also consult your academic advisor. And usually before signing up for classes, go to him and say, these are the classes I'm considering taking. And then do you think this is too heavy a little? And they'll tell you it's too heavy, or it seems good. Yes, you do. All right. And then you can always consult with a counselor in the counseling department, free counseling on campus. Okay. Very good. All right. Well, please tell me, Shoshana, what qualifies you to be a student in the United States and receive your visa today?
I'm academically prepared for that. And my financial fees for me to apply in the US I will study, and I will I will return back to my own country after graduation, and I will follow all the visa rules.
Okay, all right, good. All right, so remember the big five for that what qualifies you to receive a visa today. Number one, I am academically prepared for my studies in the United States. My English proficiency is strong. My finances are fit to cover all of my expenses during my full study period, and I will maintain all of the visa rules, and I'm returning back to Nepal with all the skills and knowledge that I've gained to benefit my family and society in the field of psychology. Yay, good. Hey, Rajan, please tell me, have you ever been denied a visa to the United States? Yeah, well, tell me what happened.
At the time I was underconfident, and now I am confident to face my visa
I
officer.
would say fully confident.
Fully confident to face my visa officer.
Not just faith, I'm fully confident for my
study purpose.
Yeah,
as
for
well
my
as
studies.
my studies, as well as I am taking extra classes from Beyond Education Consultancy for my study purpose in the United States.
Okay, very good. Give me Rajan a hand. Keep practicing. Okay, Sanu, please tell me that in 10 years' time, what do you see yourself doing?
After 10 years' time, I will be back to my country with this degree, and I will open my own manufacturing company, aircraft manufacturing, because there's not a single one in Nepal.
Okay, okay. And make the steps to see about doing that, not just it's there, but see what you need to do. Okay, Vivek, please tell me that, who will be your sponsor? What did they do?
Yearly, and also we have stationery as a business, and from there we make 10K around annually yearly. And also I have my sister as a sponsor. She's currently in Hong Kong and works in hotel department, and also she earns 20,000 Hong Kong dollar monthly, and combined her yearly income, she earns $30,000 US dollar. So I have to combine my family income, we make around $48,000 US dollar.
Okay, you have the documentation to show that this is true.
Yes, sir.
Very good. Give me a hand. All right, remember on the finances, you try to bring out, most important, if you give too many details, sometimes they make this thousand, but they give the combined, my family's combined income, combined annual income is whatever, 30, 40, 50, whatever it is. And so that, and we have a savings of this amount in place for my studies, and we have land value of this amount. So put the big things up there to see that, and it's easier for him to comprehend. And so you can say what they're doing, then if he asks what is the income, then you answer that with the combined thing first. If he asks how does that break down, then you break it down. Okay? Remember, the officer's time is valuable. If we go, if you go on and on and on and on and on with your explanation with tiny details, they don't appreciate it. So give the big thing first, and then he'll ask you to break it down. Okay, please. What are the ties that would bring you back to Nepal? Listen.
I got my family and friends over in Nepal, and I really want to come back to Nepal after my studies and give back to my country. That's it.
Okay, all right. Remember, there's two things we want to give for what are the ties that bring us back? What are the ties? All of my family and friends are here at the officer, and so that I'll be missing them during my time in the States, and I'll be so ready to be back with them and pursue my career here. I have the dream of something with your career here. Now you need to have a dream for your career on it, that you need to make it, that I am coming back to develop my family business, I'm coming back to develop my own business, I'm coming back to help the emotional well-being of my country. I'm coming back to help my government in this department. I'm coming back to set up an aerospace engineering firm. I'm coming back to da-da-da-da-da. Important, good things, okay? All right, and make sure, but it matches good. One girl studying dental hygiene, she said, I'm coming back to set up a dental school. And the officer said, dental hygiene will not prepare you to set up a dental school. And so, and he marked her off. And so make sure that it's matching with what you're studying, okay? Your goal, your career goal. All right, everybody got it? Everybody stand up, please. I'm becoming very strong in English.
I'm becoming very strong in English.
A little higher. I'm becoming very strong in English.
I'm becoming very strong in English.
Raise the roof. I'm becoming very strong in English.
I'm becoming very strong in English.
Let's sing it together. Oh.
Oh.
Look up in the air. Hands up in the air. Oh. What a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day.
Oh, what a beautiful day.
I've got a wonderful feeling.
I've got a wonderful feeling.
Everything's going my way.
Everything's going my way.
Yes, and it is. Great to see you. Great to be with you today. Looking forward to being back on Monday. And we're going to have a great time together. Learn more, practice more, prepare ourselves in the best way. And so we'll meet on Monday. Meanwhile, have a great weekend. In the United States, you'll have a weekend. That is the end of the week. Friday night, Saturday, and then starting Sunday, first day of the week, but we are called the weekend. So you'll have a long, not just one day or part of a day, but you'll have a long weekend to have fun with your friends, pursue your hobbies, rest. All right. Have a great day. See you on Monday. If anybody has any questions, like to come up and ask me afterwards. That's fine. Yeah, you are dismissed. Yeah, good. Great to be with you. Vivas, how are you feeling? Okay, so before I say the opportunity, just tell me what questions. So is there something in accounting that you can get in the United States you can't get in Nepal? Is there anything?
Yes, basic accounting, fraud accounting.
So general accounting, you can take that study here, but to become a certified public CPA, that would open the door for you to be able to do more things overseas. So I think the CPA degree is not here, is that correct? So with the CPA, you have to take a test, that's the higher standards you can get. It's very strong skills and preparation. Government sector, companies, what do you think about it too? General accounting,
Yes, sir.
साढे 12
business
Management होता है
big
साढे 12
figure out what you're gonna do.
I have also updated my financial, I have also applied and I have updated my learning also. So should I mention that?
Yes. When you share your
I think I need it,
yeah.
but I'm looking forward to it.
Sure. We have time. We'll keep practicing. We'll get the good answer. See you. Okay, which university? Washington. It's in the quarter system. Okay. So they don't have, they're not on a semester system, they're on a quarter system, which is they divide the year up into 3 months, 3 months, 3 months, 3 months, all the way around the year. And I was on the quarter system at my university. And so it's from your first quarter, say you start in the fall, you get 30% tuition assistance in that first quarter. Tuition assistance, that's someone to help you with your studies. Sorry? I think they may be assigned to you from the department. That's no, that's student funding, tuition assistance. No, it's not tuition assistance. It's just tuition assistance. That's strange because it's not. So the total is 2395, and 30% of 2395 would be around $6,000. That's all. Sure what that means. But my encouragement is that you told me that Washington University, the person who seemed to like that university, and I spoke to Suresh about changing the university, because I think the question would ask you, what do they say about Washington? So they were concerned that this Washington University was a knuckly university? Okay. Well, I just, I guess you need to be very confident about Washington. Okay. All right. Let me ask Suresh about that, because yeah, assistance, because here it says 30%. 30% of 2,300 would be 6,000. So. Like almost $6,000 to scholarship, but this only gives us a scholarship of that amount. So ask them why it says 30% here, why that's not 30%. So just ask Suresh about that. Read it.
That's the why do you get so specific? Can I say this point in each of these universities?
it's not, I wouldn't bring it in because he just thinks, oh, he doesn't have enough money to go there, so we have to get free food. And this is, you know, he doesn't, they don't think you'll be strong enough financially if you include that. So, yeah. All right. Guys. Hello, guys. We want to let you know we're excited to be with you today, and we're looking forward to being back together on Monday. So stay tuned, and meanwhile, give us a call at the number that's listed, and then watch our YouTube videos. Click onto our YouTube channel, subscribe to it, watch the videos, like them, share them with your friends because they are so valuable and rich. And so that we've got the #1 educational consultancy YouTube channel worldwide. We want to offer good resources. So take advantage of this opportunity. They're free, 24/7. You can access them, and a lot of people have just gotten their visas by watching the videos. And so however we can help you, we'd love to have you in class. It will give you an extra edge, and we'd love that you subscribe to our channel and get those videos. They're also a great opportunity. All right, till next time, take care, everybody. See you. Bye.